If your marriage ended and you feel like a failure right now, stop. Because what feels like the end of your story is actually the page where your real story begins. This is for the men who feel like they lost everything. This is for the women who feel like they're starting from zero. Stay till the end, because in the next few minutes, something in you is going to shift. Divorce doesn't just end a marriage. It ends a version of your future you had already imagined. The house you pictured, the holidays, the person you thought would be there when you got old. So if you're sitting there feeling numb, angry, ashamed, or just lost, that's not weakness. That's grief. And grief means you loved something real. You didn't fail. A chapter ended. That's different from the book being over. For men, society tells you to man up, to not talk about it, to just move on quietly. That silence is not strength. It's a wound left untreated. For women, society tells you your worth was tied to that ring, that marriage. That's a lie. Your worth was never something someone else could give you or take away. Here's the truth nobody tells you in the middle of the pain. Divorce is not the end of your story. It's an editing process. It's life removing what wasn't meant to stay, so something better has room to arrive. Some people are meant to teach you love. Not all of them are meant to stay. You are not starting from zero. You're starting from experience. You now know what you need. You know what you won't tolerate. You know your own strength, because you're still breathing, still standing, still here watching this video, still trying. That's not nothing. That's everything. The hardest part of divorce isn't the paperwork. It's remembering who you are outside of husband, wife, we. You spent years being half of something. Now you have to learn to be whole, alone, again. You don't need to be whole before you heal. Healing is what makes you whole. Start small. Rebuild one habit, one boundary, one morning routine that's just yours. Men, you're allowed to feel. Crying doesn't make you less of a man. Hiding pain and turning it into anger, silence, or self-destruction does more damage. Women, you're allowed to be angry. You're allowed to want your own life back, without guilt. Blame keeps you chained to the past, whether it was their fault, your fault, or both. Holding on to blame is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to suffer. Forgiveness is not saying it was okay. It's saying I refuse to let this control my future. This doesn't mean you go back. It means you stop replaying the story every night. Every time you replay it, you relive the pain. Let the story end so a new one can begin. Some of the strongest people you'll ever meet are the ones who rebuilt themselves after their world fell apart. Not because they wanted to, because they had to. And they did it anyway. You survived the version of you that thought you couldn't survive this. 1 year from now, you could be the person who looks back and says, "That was the moment everything changed for the better." But that only happens if you decide today, not tomorrow, today, that you're done shrinking, done apologizing for surviving, and done waiting for someone else to save you. So whether you're a man rebuilding your confidence or a woman rebuilding your peace, hear this. You're allowed to heal at your own pace. You're allowed to love again someday, without fear. And most of all, You're allowed to become the strongest version of yourself, starting right now. This isn't your ending. This is your comeback. If this spoke to you, comment one word describing where you are in your healing right now. Subscribe if you're rebuilding, because next week, we go even deeper.